No, really excited. I've been a long time playing, and I think the time was right now to retire. And obviously, when this opportunity came up towards the back end of the season, I was offered the chance to join the London Broncos for 2015, 2016. It was certainly probably an opportunity that I couldn't really say no to. I've heard a lot of good things about Joey Grimer and the way he works and the style of play and his coaching methods and that. And someone I think I can obviously learn under and be groomed under. And I think what I'm excited about too is the opportunity that there is down here at London. I think there's a real good opportunity to build something special down here, and I think the club has got a lot of potential. There's certainly no fact in hiding that, at times the club's had a bit of a wobble. I think now they've started to bring the right type of people in, certainly in the roles in the backroom staff and the roles within the club. And I think now that infrastructure and the foundation's quite strong underneath now to support what the club's intentions are moving forward. And I think certainly from our perspective, from a coaching perspective, I think we've recruited pretty well for next season, and I'm pretty confident with the preparations we've put in place so far that we'll be well in front of where we have been in previous seasons to give ourselves a good opportunity next year. Yeah, a few boys have sort of said, I'll definitely be playing next year, but I've made it quite clear that we're pretty strong in the hooking role, so I've made sure we've got plenty of cover there, so that won't be happening. But no, look, I don't think it's going to be too hard of a transition. The good thing for me is I've been very fortunate that I've been able to finish playing on my terms. Not every player gets that opportunity to sort of call it a day under their terms, so to have that, and then obviously get the opportunity to go into a full-time coaching role. Again, I'm very, very fortunate and very grateful to be given that chance. Not many players get that opportunity either. So I feel in quite a privileged position that I could sort of make that decision to say, yep, it's time to hang up the boots now. I've had a decent career. As some of it's been spent in the top flight, some in the second tier. And like I said, in the last few years, certainly my time at Sheffield, I've managed to gain some good experience from a coaching point of view. I've done a bit of work with the first team as well as a lot of our youth teams, and I've managed to work with different levels of athlete at different levels of their development, and I think that will give me a good scope, certainly coming into this club, where I think we look at our sort of systems. We've got a scholarship in place here at London. We've got an academy. I can certainly have an influence on what goes on in those areas and support the coaches there and what they're delivering. And then also the fact, even in our first team, there's some relatively young guys in there that I'll get to work with. But then I'll also get to work with some more of the established athletes as well and players. So I'm really, really fortunate that I've had that time at Sheffield to give me that grounding for preparation for this next step in my journey of coaching. Absolutely. No, I mean, obviously I think you're probably always going to be a little bit biased towards a player that's played in your position, that you're going to be able to offer him a little bit more, because you can obviously give an insight into that position a little bit more. So I'm looking forward to working with Ray Nasso, who's he's an established and accomplished hooker in his own right. Hopefully there's going to be areas of his game I can improve. And then obviously we've got young Joel Wicks, who's a London product as well, that's again, what I've been hearing is got a lot of potential. And then Brad Dwyer, who was brought down from Warrington on loan for this season. Again, I'm hoping that we can play an important role in his development. And who knows, after the season down here on loan, if there's an opportunity for him to extend his stay here, he'll want to stay with London. And again, I suppose that comes back a little bit to what we're about at the moment as a club. I've spoke to Joey about it, that we need to get people being proud of the London Broncos. I think there's a lot of knockers out there for what London are doing and what they have been done, what's been done in the past, and some people don't feel we have a right to even be a professional outfit. And I think there's a lot of rebuilding to be done here at this club, and it's not just only about rebuilding the actual culture within the club itself, but again, re-establishing the links with the community clubs, embracing the people. And I suppose that'll help when we know that if we're going to be based in North London for the foreseeable future, we can start to really embrace the community in and around where we're based, and really strengthen ties there, and just get the people feeling good about London Broncos and want to be part of it. And hopefully the most important thing is getting the kids through the system that we've got, and making them want to stay here and be part of it because they're proud to represent the London Broncos. So there's a lot of work to be done, Stephen, but I think we're in a pretty healthy position compared to where we've been in recent years, and I'm really, really excited about what we've got in plan to take the club forward in the future. No, I think it's, the good thing is I've had some experience working at Sheffield, where Sheffield, again, are a developing club, very similar to London, a developing club outside of the heartlands, albeit Sheffield are in touching distance with the heartlands. So I've gained a lot of experience of what it's like when you've got a lack of support and resources around you, and you've got to almost wear a few hats, so to speak. And I come here as my priority is assistant coach to the first team, but I understand that my duties are going to be a little bit more, more room for movement and scope in regards to, as much as I can do to try and help promote London, the Broncos, help establish and strengthen things, help improve the community coaches and like you say, our youth coaches within our system, try and help develop those, to obviously again coach the coaches, to coach the kids, and again it all feeds in. And like I said, there's so much potential down here. We need more rugby league people down here. That's a fact, and also just like you said, that little bit more attention to detail, in certain areas that hopefully I can bring alongside Joey and the other quality support backroom stuff we do have now in place to continue to take it forward. But like I said, there's so much scope. There's so many athletes, so many talented individuals, and what's really pleasing, and I'm really pleased that David Hughes has continued to back this, and because he's not only just given a great opportunity for the people within the club, he's given opportunities to kids of London too. That there's other sports outside of football that these kids that can be exposed to and have an opportunity of becoming a full-time professional. So he needs to be commended for his efforts too.